What's up, YouTube? This your man Gerard with D.B.K Mobile down in Charlotte, North Carolina. First off, I want to say welcome to the fam. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family. Man, in today's video, I messed up big time. So stick around and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did wrong.
All right, man. So you had a detail. What was the detail?
Well, the detail was my full interior package, which includes steam cleaning, shampooing, cracks, crevices. All the hard surfaces get steam cleaned, the doors, the dash, the console, and the shampooing, fabric seats if you got it, and pretty much all the carpet and fabric gets shampooed.
How'd you get this customer?
When I got him, he was actually referred to me from another one of my customers. I'm not sure if they was related or not, but he said that he didn't find me on Google. He was like, one of my customers actually referred him to me. The reason why was because he had just bought his brother a car. It was a used car. I don't know if he got it from an auction or bought it from somebody, but anyway, he was like he wanted to get the car cleaned out before his brother actually started driving it.
Does that add a lot of pressure, or is it normal when somebody refers you?
It was, but then I looked on the brighter side of things. Like if somebody refers you, like, and I'm big on word of mouth. Like I tell people, word of mouth is battle tested, is tried and true. So if somebody refers you, it's because they like what you did for them, whether it was the service, the experience, or your personality. It was something that drew you in to them that made them refer you to somebody else. As far as to answer your question, at first, yeah, it did, because it's kind of like you got to live up to this expectation of what the last person saw. But now it's like, okay, that expectation is already there. So they've already vouched for you. They've already said, hey, this guy, whatever, go with him. So now all you got to do is come in and fulfill that. That's it. And that's pretty much doing what we do every day.
At what time does it get dark over there?
It gets dark over here probably about between 5:30, 5:45. The sun starts setting usually about 5:30, somewhere in there. It's by 6 o'clock, it's pretty much almost completely dark.
And would you say you were on time, or were you rushing to finish before it got dark?
Actually, I was on time. It was just cold. We had a cold front that came in. I should have knew better. Like I was just trying to get the job done, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna be honest. And it was like below 30 degrees. It was like in the 20s or whatnot. And when I was cleaning and steaming, like when I would spray the solution on the panels, what I use for my interior cleaner, like you could literally see it frosting up. Literally see it frosting up. So I'm spraying and I got the steamer, you know what I'm saying, to kind of, combat that or whatnot. It was early in the morning, and as time went on, it started to warm up. But it was just one of them jobs I probably should have just rescheduled it, knowing how cold it was. But I was thinking that, I wasn't washing the car, because I've seen that happen too. Like I've seen the water freeze up on the car, so I'm like, I ain't washing the car. I'm just doing the inside. It shouldn't be too bad. But hey, we live and we learn.
Now, this is where the mistake happened, right?
Yeah, this is exactly where the mistake happened at. And
What happened?
man, I shampooed, everything was good. The steam cleaning went good. Even the shampoo and the floors went good. It was the seat. The seats was bad. So between the cold and the solution and water not drying properly, and me spraying my chemicals on top of that, what happened is, for those that don't know what wicking is when the solution or water gets too deep into the fabric. And what happens is, once the fabric dries and the foam cushion up under that starts to dry out, it pulls those stains back up. And those stains are what I call deep embedded stains. That's, somebody spilt coffee 2 years ago, or, soda or something. And once you get down into that and that it starts to come back up, it's beneath the surface. Like it can make the job a whole lot longer, strenuous, so to say, if that makes sense.
How did you know this happened to the detail?
He called me. Because when he called me, once I did it, when I left, and that's the tricky thing about wicking. Like typically you want to stay there until it's dried. But when you're a mobile detailer, time is not always on your side, and time is of the essence sometimes. So, we do what we can based off of what we know how to do, and I guess it's sad to say, we assume that it's done, it's finished, even if it's just a little damp. My first mistake was I didn't bring my air movers, which I usually bring with me. I usually bring those to kind of aid in that drying process, but I didn't bring it. So I called myself cutting the heat on, letting the car, basically dry the seats out. And that probably was my second mistake, because like I said, it dried the surface, but it didn't move that air and moisture out of the cushion below the surface. So he called me, he sent me pictures, and he showed me like, hey, look, I know you did a good job or whatnot, but this is what it left behind. So I'm like, man, I got to take care of him, because I was referred. Somebody referred him to me, and I stand on my name and my business. Hey, look, Red, I stand on business. I gotta tell him like T.I. son said, I stand on business. But but that your name is everything. When it's your business, it's everything. Like, you got to, customer satisfaction is everything to me. If they not satisfied, I'm not satisfied.
So he sent you pictures, told you this. You went in. What did you do about it?
It was a week later. Well, he texted me like 2 days afterwards. But by the time I made it to him, it was like almost a week later, because we had rain that came in, and it was raining like every day, off and on throughout the day. So it wasn't really much anything that I could do. But I told him, I promised him, I was like, hey, look, as soon as the rain breaks, you get some sunshine or whatnot, or just as long as it stops raining, I'm coming. I'm coming back. I'm gonna take care of that problem. I'm gonna take care of you free of charge. Like, you don't owe me nothing. Just let me make it right. And he was cool with that.
Now, I mean, it happens to everybody. But here's one thing I noticed about you. You were cool. You handled the situation. You put the customer first. Is that something you learned over time, or were you always like that?
I'ma say I've gotten better over time. But for the most part, I've always kind of been that type of person. Like, if two people going at it, I'm that person that can see both sides of the story. Like, I'm not the one that takes sides. So I'm kind of understanding. Even if he'd have came at me, wrong and irate, like, I would have been that one to try to calm him down by pretty much doing and saying what I said to him. But I was really surprised when he sent me those pictures. I was surprised that he wasn't calling me everything but a child of God. Like, because I'm looking like, oh my goodness, like, when people pay money, what I'm saying, and the type of money that they pay for these details, it's like you want to make sure that they feel and know that they got their money's worth. Not sending you pictures back of something that you like, man, if that had been my car, like, he'd have been issuing me a refund or something. So I have to tip my hat off to him. Like, he was real cool with the situation, and he still wasn't, mad. Like, he was, still wanted my business, like, for the long run. So yeah, I say, yeah, for the most part, I've been that type of person. I've just gotten better at it over the years.
All right, man. I mean, it worked out for the best. Last question.
Oh yeah.
Has there ever been a situation where somebody messaged you, hey, you forgot this? Hey, you didn't do this and that? And how do you handle that? Because they could either be nitpicking, or you don't know if it's a real issue,
I've had that happen once. I pretty much, and the first, that time that there was a lady, she was actually kind of irate about it. And the funny part about it is what she was wanting me to do, it wasn't even part of my package. Like, it was just something, what I'm saying, that she wanted done, that she thought would have been included, but it wasn't. And it was cleaning out the trunk jams. Like, she had leaves in her trunk. And at the time, this was when I first started, that wasn't part of my package. Now it is now. I do, clean the trunk jams and vacuum it out now, but then it wasn't. That's why I say, like, I've always been that type of person, because the way she was coming at me, I pretty much diffused it by, still treating her with respect. Like, she was messaging me pretty nasty messages in a nice way. She was nice nasty. That's what my wife called it. She was nice nasty. So and I just, calmed her down by being the type of person that I am. And I'm like, hey, look, that wasn't part of it, but I will come out and do it. And by me treating her differently than how she was coming at me, I actually gained her as a client. Like, I do hers regularly now. And she say, just because of the way I treated her, and she apologized. She was like, I'm sorry. It was just, that she was like, she was like, she was having a bad day or something like that. And she was like, I really appreciate your professionalism and how you handle it. So it's all about how you treat people and how you talk to people, man, to, get them to change their reaction and their thoughts of you. Because I could have been nasty. I could have been, but then I wouldn't have her as a client. Well, check this out. I want to know, have y'all ever had an upset customer? And if so, what were they upset about? Put it in the comments and let us know. Let's talk about it. And that's going to wrap this video up. If y'all got something from it, go ahead and hit that like button. Like I said, if you're not part of the family already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're in the Charlotte area and you're looking for a detail, you can hit me up on my Instagram at DBK_mobile_detailing, or you can just hit me on my website, link in the description. And if you're looking for more detailing content, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.